All right. Hi, everyone. John Marshall, DrillMaster. It is December 23rd, 2024. Happy Festivus for the rest of us. All right. This is Prairie High School from not too long ago, I think. Let's see. What is the date here that Mr. Rice uploaded this? Just 8 days ago. All right. Awesome. So I love the aspect of this. This is really nice. Anytime you can get elevated, which really the head judge should be elevated, at least the head judge, that's a good thing. Nice spacing here, nice uniform technique throughout the team that I can see. Okay, so there. Let's see what we have. Slight timing issue on the spin, at least, or actually the work. So he's struggling. He's struggling a lot. So it's the beginning of the year, and I get the struggle. You know, you put a new cadet on the team, and this could be actually the first performance. So it's a little intimidating, and I understand that. So let's go back and see just a bit here. You can see the struggle there, but the rest of the team seems to be handling the work well. Poor step off there, like the stomp though. So there's many ways to execute a stomp, lifting the leg straight, as in mark time. You know, having the ankle travel up the other leg, bringing the ankle forward. This is keeping the knees together and bringing that foot up, and it's kind of a kick stomp, if you will. So a little late on executing that. I would suggest some rifle work here. Yeah, definitely. And this is good. This is good rifle work, but I would suggest see what you have back here. You have this work that's just nice and strong, and the stomp and the whoo, and then you have a whole team marching at port. So you go from nice and strong and then all the way, boom. Everybody can march at port. So what's something different that you're going to do? So I would suggest splitting the team. So since you're going to, let's watch this here. So you have, I need to back up just a bit here. Just a bit more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, 14, and then you did the mark time. All right, so 14, 7 and 7. What I would suggest is that you take half your team. So make this a large blackout. All right, and blackout is ones and twos. Ones go to the left, twos go to the right, and it's a boxes of 3 thing. The whole team splits. It's an absolutely fantastic move, developed in the 1950s. It was just wonderful. Anyway, what you would do is I would have so the team would be 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1. So you'd have a diamond in the middle, and then a 5-sided die, 5-sided, 5-point. You know, the side of the die that has the 5 points on it. You'd have that as well. So the 5 then march out while the 4 march forward, and then they come back over and meet up, and they meet up 3 4 5 6 7 8 10. So a little bit of a hang up here. Judge, are you judging, or are you just a bum observing? What is that? That's not judging. That's not judging at all. That's passive judging. You need to be actively judging, like him right here and him. Actively judging means to be on the floor. Oh, and then there's one over here. Yeah, not a good look. All right. So you break up the team, and they come. So the 5 go out to the right, the 4 go forward, and then go over, and you meet right here. So break up break up the counts of the team going out and then over, and you wouldn't be facing this direction. You'd be well, you could face this direction. Half would be facing forward, half facing to the left of the judge. But oh, that could definitely work. Oh no, this is the head judge here. I thought this was head judge over here. All right, I see. So I apologize. So, oh, you could definitely work that out, though. So look at the feet. Nice foot spread here, but very small in other places. This is nice and powerful. Good, powerful stance as well. You might want to layer the look to bring more emphasis, and you could layer it by the first row kneeling into a similar powerful position with the rifle, and then offsetting the instead of having 3 and 3 directly behind each other, you offset them just a bit to have everybody in the back 3 in the windows there. Totally up to you, but the layered look comes across better. It really does. It has more impact for your audience. So popped sling, that really means you shouldn't be. Oh, I wonder if you had that popped sling at the beginning. Oh, here you go. So I would suggest doing that at the beginning, but also use some rifle work. See, you did it, really. So, all right, so this needs to be stated. You have to have a supernumerary, an extra, off to the side with a rifle who can run out really quickly and change the rifle out. And really, this cadet should not be doing anything other than remaining at port. It's too dangerous with the metal clasp at the end. So it's a good idea to tape that metal clasp as well. Have a secondary method of... oh, that really stinks too. That's a drag. And he's probably concerned about it, which is why he might be behind at some points. That didn't come across well. So I'm pretty... love the... like that. The squeeze. That looks great. I need to watch this again. So marching in place for so long, that also kind of detracts from you just had a sequence right here. You have march, march, rifle work, march, march, rifle work. Then should have stopped right then. Instead, you continue, and even if it's just 4 extra steps that you continue, nice split here going into the long line maybe. Yep. Took off too soon and a little late as well. So as you march out, instead of taking the time here, as you march forward, back here, what could have happened, as they march forward, they start marching out, just slightly out, and angle out just a bit. So shoulders pointing to the front, but angle over with the marching step. And the same here could have happened. And then they all would have been double spaced by about here, and then these three would have been double spaced had they marched out to the left. They would have already been double spaced by the time you got here, and then you'd use this time just to align. It would be 4 steps and you're done. Again, taking the time, even though the mark time was just minimal, it needs to be almost, it needs to be as immediate as possible. The same here. So when you're doing things on the drill floor, seconds matter. You have 8 minutes to do something that is absolutely incredible. By taking that 8 minutes and breaking it up into the different sections, if you read my article on the 7 parts of an exhibition drill performance, you'll see that those 8 minutes really aren't that much at all. It feels like an eternity when you first start out marching. I can remember that feeling. We have these 8 long minutes to perform, and then all of a sudden you're almost finished, and then before you know it, you're reporting out and you're leaving the drill floor. So to take a few seconds here and a few seconds there and march in place, really doing nothing, not necessarily performing, just facilitating the next movement, then you're not really doing the job. You're not concentrating on the performance that needs to happen. So even though you did the mark time, and the alignment looks good. I can see from this line here, you seem to be spaced or aligned well, but the spacing that's good there. Big gap, big gap, big gap, and then pretty good here, at least consistent over here, and then another big gap. So needs work again. And like I said, it's early in the year. Oh, that was the young man at the back there. So, it just takes time. Make sure you work with him. He really shouldn't be doing anything at all. And I know that completely disrupts the routine, but that's why you need a supernumerary. So let's look at this. Look at the hand placement on the top of the rifle, but then also look at the rifle placement. Do you want this? Do you want the barrel pretty much at beret level, top of the beret, it looks like? Or do you want it around eye level, or do you want it at shoulder level? So I'm pretty sure he's a little preoccupied with that sling, the metal tip flying around, and he just doesn't understand that he needs to be at port. But having somebody there with an extra rifle is always something that you should have. But the uniformity. Nice. So you had exchanges that run. Whoops. So nice rotation. It really did work well. But you have exchanges that go this way to the audience, going back and forth. So the audience gets the idea, but you lose the effectiveness when exchanges really need to happen this way so that the audience gets the full effect. So this is horizontal to the audience. You are doing vertical to the audience, and it doesn't It doesn't come across as well as it could. It does come across, obviously, but not as well. And having these three do the exchange, which I thought was going to happen, everybody was going to do it, would even highlight more of what the 6 at the side are doing. So while this doesn't come across as effectively as it could with these three, at least if these three are doing the same thing, then it would tie everything together visually, so that, oh, gotcha, this is what, oh, this looks cool, and yeah, I see. So, Commander, I'm guessing, Commander, with you standing there, or whoever that is, it really doesn't matter. A commander can be anyone who's outside of the formation, doing something that is for the commander, so this is commander position like. I'll put it that way. The individual in the commander position, with you standing in front of the cordon, that's what this is called, by the way. With you standing in front of the cordon, it was good that you got up there to the front, did a couple of rifle moves, but then really you should have marched all the way back through and gotten out of the way so everybody could see the work that you did close up, then the step back that you had. Nice. That's always good. So you had that visually placed extremely well. Very nice job. So your alignment back and forth, or side to side, that is, isn't that necessary when you do have an elevated audience here. So I understand what you're doing, although it's the alignment for the wedge that you really need to pay attention to. Good, you went to port. That's good. Great positions here. This is a layered look, and that works well. That from low building up to high. That's good. So even though these two are standing, or these three really, with the rifle pointed forward, and then the three at the back with the rifle pointed up, that works well. All right, nicely done. So, I hope I've added a good critique to this. I hope the information that I've given you is usable. I think it is. With the experience that I've had with rating and teaching exhibition drill over the years, I can recognize some of the ideas that I had for a while and had wanted to incorporate as well. So did another sling pop? Oh no, it was the exchange. It was the rifle exchange that happened later on. So anyway, I do appreciate the performance. I really do. It had some nice ideas in there, some very effective ideas. It just doesn't keep that effectiveness going. So overall, it lacks a quality to it, but there's effort put forth here in the design, and I do appreciate that very much. So, all right, that's it. Happy Festivus. Thanks. Bye-bye.